Alright guys, so welcome to this new video again. And in the previous video we have seen that how we created a blog schema. Now we need to send some data to this schema in order to uh, save the data. So first of all we will need a blog or compose.js file. So we will compose every block there in a specific route, and we will have mongoose is equal to require, sorry I don't need that. So we need actually router, so let's just require it, and we will have a router dot compose, sorry, router date, and we will have a compose route, and we will have a request response, and we will just render a view that will have compose blog. So let's just export it. So I will do here module dot exports is equal to router. So we will have a compose blog. So let's just new file, let's just create a new file, and we will have index.js, and we will have this, and we will have this. Let's just copy it right here and paste it right here. And I think we need to create in separate file as well, so that we can use in various routes. So let's go to the partial, sorry, let's go to the partial and give a navbar.ejs, and we will have a, and we will just copy paste, and we will have a navbar, copy this line and paste it right here. So it should work. As you can see, I refreshed and it is working. So now what we need to do is we will wrap things in the container, and we will have some forms. So let's go there, and we will have a forms. So I think, or let's just go to the input group, or let's just create on our own. So we will have form action, and we will have compose, and we will have method to be of post. So we want to post data, and now we have those all stuff. So we need input to be of type of text, and it will have a class of form control. Now we will get a name of that is title. We don't need any id, and we need a placeholder that is enter title. And let's just refresh it, but before refreshing we need to integrate in our app, remember that. So let's just replicate it, and we need to be compose. So refresh, and let's just go to the compose route, and as you can see we have a title. So that's working. So we need a margin to be of top from 5, and as you can see we have that. Now we need is a type of text area. So we need a text area. So let's just copy it and paste it right here. So we will have text area, and we will have name here like description or content, whatever. So let's just give a content, and we don't need any id, we don't need any 30 columns, right? Okay, so that's fine. And we will have class of form control, and we will have placeholder of enter content here. Let's refresh it again, and as you can see we got that enter content here, and we need margin top to be of, let's say, 3. Refresh, and as you can see enter title, enter content, and I can just resize it. As you can see I can just resize it right there. And we need something around here, 3 here, compose your blog here. So we'll have smiling face. Okay, that's fine. So as you can see, and we need some space around it, so I will give a class to be of margin y-axis to be 3. Refresh, and as you can see we got some space right here, and we need a button right here to compose a block. So I will just right here, and we need to make sure that it's a required field, so I will write here required to be true, and it is also required to be true. And we will have here of input type of submit, and we will have button large and button danger, and we need to be a type of value of compose. So I think it's fine. Let's just refresh it, and as you can see we got a compose. So let's just make it medium and margin top of 5. Refresh, as you can see we got that. Now we will post every title here, content here, and whenever we make click we need to do some changes, right? So as you can see we have already specified route here that when we make post action, so you need to send that to the compose route. So I will go to the compose JS file, and we will watch for the post request, and when we will have request we will do some specific stops. So first of all I want to grab that title and content from the request.body. So this will give all the data, and we will check if there were no title, and if there were no content, then we will just return response.send that please enter all the required credentials. So I think credentials, okay, so that's fine. And let me just comment it out here, check for the missing fields, and that's fine now. And if there were any, then we will just post it into our collection. So we will require that blog from the one directory up into the models, and we will have that blog. So we'll have a new const new blog is equal to new blog, and we will have a title to be of title and content to be of content. So because the both key and value name are same, so we can just condense it down like that. Now we need to save the blog to the database. So we'll write a new blog.save, and we will have a promise, and this will have a callback function. So this will be only executed only when our task will be successful. So when it will be successful, I will just console.log that blog saved successfully, and we will catch for any error if there were any. So if there were any error, I just want you to console.log that error. So let's see if this working or not. So let's just refresh it and do like here, this is the title one, this is the content. Let's just click on the input pose, and as you can see it is just refreshing, and let's just see. And as you can see blog saved successfully, so we are saving it but we are not redirecting the user, so we need to redirect him. So response dot redirect to the home page. So whenever this operation will be successful, we will redirect the user to the home page. So let's just give here title 2, and this is the content of the title 2, and hit on the compose button, and as you can see we just immediately get redirected to the home page. It means our blog is being saved. So let's just see if this is really being saved. So let me just open in the hyper terminal so that you can also see. So we will have a new tab, and let's just go to the Mongo. So so device, so we want to move to the blog dot. So so I will use here blog, use blog dot. Now we are here. Now we need to see the collections, so I will write here so collections. We have that blocks. Now db dot blogs dot find, so this will give all the data that is present in our database, and as you can see we got that two data in our databases. Now using this data we need to uh, render it here, right here. So we will make this as a synchronous function, so it's a synchronous task, so it will not happen immediately, and we will fetch all the data. So all blogs is equal to await blog dot find, so we will get each and every database, and we will just render, or let me just show you what it is. So I will just console dot log that all blogs. Okay, so let's just refresh. As you can see there is nothing right here. Let me refresh, and as you can see we are getting nothing. So let's see why is that. So, oh sorry, I need to make it in the home route. So let's just go to the index.js file and paste it right here, and we need it to be asynchronous, not that. So let's just save, and as you can see we have nothing right here, and if I hit refresh, as you can see we are getting some errors. So let's see what is that. Blog is not defined. Okay, so we need to require it, so let's just copy it and paste it right here. Let's see again if this is working or not. And as you can see we are getting that array of object. It means we can loop over it and we can just render out there. So let's go to the index.js file. So before console.log, let me just remove it and we will post it here, and let me just give a name blogs, and we will give it to be all blogs. So that's fine. Now we can use it right here. So I will use here uh, blogs dot for each, and we will loop over to the blog, and we can refer each and every blog as blog. Now what I need you to do is simply just copy that, paste it over here, and copy this all and paste it over here. So if you don't know what I am doing right here, so it's just a way of running JavaScript into your HTML code. So if you haven't watched my previous video, make sure to watch it if you are not familiar with it. So we have your blog and each and everything. We have title, content, okay, and we have here posted at. So what I will do is I will just integrate it right here. So let's just use here, and we will give here blog dot title. We will have here, let's just copy it right here, we will paste it right here, and we will have blog dot content, and we will have here read more, and we will also have here posted at. So we need to be of p, and in order we will give a text muted, and we will write here posted at. So let's just see, let me refresh, and as you can see we have here blogs, each and every blog. So we have here the time posted at, and we have a title, and we have here content. So let me just also give here published at, and as you can see we are getting that here. Now what I need to do is, what if I have a lot of things? So let me just copy it and go to the compose. Let me give a title, this is the title, and let's just paste a very long string. So let me just click it here, right here, and as you can see we are getting all the content. So we don't want to display each and every content, so we want to slice it. So what I will do is, let me just blog.content.split, and we want to split from 0 character to 99 character. It means we will have the length of 100. So refresh. Sorry, I don't know So let's just see how to split a string. So how to split a string in JavaScript. So as you can see, I have used the write function, I think. So we have, so we don't want to be split the string, we want to slice the string. So we need slice. Let me just refresh, and as you can see, we have here, right here, we have only 100 characters. So it doesn't matter now how much long the string is, it is only going to be of 99 characters. And we will have here like this, and as you can see, we'll also have here read more. For now, let's just keep hashtag. As you can see, read more. So as you can see, it is working. I need some padding around it, so let's just give in the index.js file and give a padding of 5. As you can see, our padding is working. Now what I want to do is I want to have a functionality of read more. So let's just see how to do that. So as you can see, the video is already long, so I will post it in the next video. So stay tuned for upcoming tutorials, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then make sure to subscribe it and share it to your friends as well.